Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee tuning into Miss Joyce's Spirit. Welcome.
Thank you.
Joyce, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
I'm being told from a spirit that I feel like is maternal, that the child-parent dynamic was estranged because of the friction from the past. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Was that you? Is that somebody else in the family as well?
No, I would probably say that was definitely me.
I feel like the estrangement, like you had to move away, like physically move away because it was so hot.
Very right.
And why do I get the sense like you weren't around during their transition?
I was there. I made it in time 3 days before.
But the decline took place over time. Is that correct?
The decline in relationship or the decline in...
The decline in the relationship and in health.
Oh, yes.
And you guys knew it. So it wasn't like a big surprise.
No.
And this is apparent.
Yes.
I feel like there's still some guilt associated with that. Did you move out of state?
Yes.
Also, there was something to do with a partnership or a marriage or another relationship that separated as a result of something very similar where it was hot and heated. Was that her dynamic or was that your dynamic?
As a result of the dynamics with my mother, it affected the relationships with my siblings.
With your siblings. Did you have a partnership though, a marriage, a relationship? There's a separation.
At that time I was engaged and we disengaged very happily.
All right. And it was associated to her transition.
Well, her last words to me on that were, "You must marry blank." Those were my mother's last words to me. "You must," which of course was not a good idea. And as a result, from going back into my family during that time, I realized that the way I expected to be treated, my father treated my mother very well. I mean, the best. And so did my brothers treat their wives. I realized that I was not in the right place. So was it as a result of her passing away? Absolutely.
Right. It's the expectations of what you think you believe that you're owed. And you are. So you deserve respect in a relationship. So anyway, she says you moved to another state and that you're looking to, again, probably shift and make another move. Is that correct?
I'm very open to that idea, yes.
Yeah. And as a result, we're looking at going even further south, like out of the United States.
Well, that's amazing that you bring that up.
That's coming from her.
Right. I'm looking at other options.
It's going to require a passport.
That is correct.
And that's where the challenge comes.
Yes. It's missing in action. It could be a number of things.
Right. Well, it's easily remedied by calling on government offices. But I want you to understand what she's going to share here is that moving out of the country, moving away doesn't resolve issues. And, you know, at this stage, her concern is that there's a network around you to support you. And that's something she wants you to consider.
Okay.
All right.
I do have people here. That is correct.
Yeah. And was there a fender bender at one point? Did you just recently have one?
The only thing that I could say to that is State Farm has increased my monthly by $150 for no reason. But yes, there was an accident, but I was well insured.
God bless. All right. Well, I'm glad you were well insured, but you need to get on that with your State Farm agent. But anyway, the fender bender is just to confirm the message. The message was take in consideration why you got to move out of the United States and go further away when you need your entourage, you need your community around you.
Okay.
And government offices will have the details you need that you're looking for in order to get that passport. I mean, you're going to travel, bar none. That's a given. But thank you for sharing your time with me, Joyce.
Very interesting. That would have been the last person I would have expected to contact me through you.
Well, if you would like to call into the pre-recorded show, sign up at radiomediumlauralee.com, where you can learn more about my services and my upcoming group reading webinars. Hopefully you can join me and you can tune into your spirit with me each and every day by subscribing to the podcast on your favorite forum. And please share it with others. We'd appreciate that. And hey, reach out to me over at Radio Medium Laura Lee group on Facebook. I would love to hear from you.